Hi guys, that's Gianpaolo Lorusso speaking for a new edition of the top 10 PPC news of the last month of August, more or later. Okay, let's start with an extra content, and it's something spotted by Charles Farina, but the news is spreading online, and the GA4 and Universal Analytics search term query reports coming from Google Ads, of course, are being uniformed, showing less terms. So Universal Analytics was sharing a little more than what was available in Google Ads, but this is going to go. So they uniformed the two reports, and we are going to lose something, some data, of course. So that's not a good news for any PPC professional. Let's start with the PPC top 10. From the number 10, of course, which is a content by Isa Resl, who will be the moderator of ADworld Experience in the next edition in October 6th and 7th. And she's talking she's sharing some tips on how to promote in paid search and social events. So something useful for me and for events organizer. News number 9. TikTok launched some new shopping formats, shopping ads formats, of course, and this is only the beginning, I think. Just we are inside of the holiday shopping season, so that's their way to answer to Performance Max. Yeah, they are in this post. They are supposing so, but probably it's simply a natural evolution to offer a better shopping experience also in the Chinese social network. News number 8. This is a post by Nicole Farley on Search Engine Land, who is summarizing what Brad Geddes said in SMX Advanced session, and it's substantially is a checklist of what you have to do to perform a Google Ads account audit like a professional, as Geddes is, and you will find also this kind of content in ADworld Experience, because Geddes shared with us this kind of audit checklist in 2019 at a past edition of ADworld Experience. So you'll find also there the video. News number 7. Twitter renewed their pixel, the tracking pixel, and launched the conversion API. So now it's possible to track many more events within Twitter ads. So it's much more precise tracking. Also, which conversion API would be an excellent solution to avoid problems with the cookieless browsers. News number 6. It's actually there are four posts, all of them focused on performance max optimization. The first one is by Felix Kohlmeier, who spotted that inside auctioning sites now are open also to performance max campaigns. So now you can see some more data about your competitors also in performance max. Here is a post by Kirk Williams who explains how to look at placements in performance max campaigns, looking at reports, the reports in the Google Ads in Google Ads interface. Another post explaining how to use different tools to have some insights on performance max here in Search Engine Land, a post by Menachemeni. So that's interesting too. And finally, a post by Andrew Lolk explaining how he optimizes performance max and what are the leverage, what you can use, which levers you can use to optimize it. This, which are not so many actually, but it's interesting. This recap, even if I'm not fully convinced that every part of the recap is anyway is important, and there are some very nice suggestions on how to select between networks, for instance, as the number 9. News number 5. That jingles. Okay, news number 5. Here, Anna Sonnenberg is sharing a procedure to spy on your competitors' targeting audiences. That's substantially, if you succeed in being targeted by LinkedIn ads, you can afterwards see, because you are looking, the reason why you are looking, you are seeing that ads, and that includes the targeted audience used by your competitor. So, and this is working exactly this way also in Twitter ads. So it's a way to understand who they are targeting, who your competitors are targeting. Of course, it's not so immediate to do it, and you have to select the most important competitors and not everyone. But it's anyway, nevertheless, a useful indication to understand what they are looking at. News number 4. Digital display a video 360 by Google, the enterprise platform for programmatic and display by Google. It's now gives the possibility to advertise on public placement screens placed in public places like stadiums or railway stations or any other display screen which is connected to some programmatic source. Of course, after the increasing reach in connected TV of display and video 360, this is another step in completely replacing the traditional advertising sources like TV and regular offline campaigns. News number 3, the podium, bronze medal. This is a guide directly, a sort of mini guide of the holiday shopping season approaching by Google itself. It has also some trends and interesting data on the shopping trends, of course. News number 2, the silver medal. In this post, John Loomer is explaining the new business-to-business targeting option launched by Facebook ads, and also giving some examples and some little pieces of strategy to use them. So as usual, the John Loomer's posts are always quite helpful. Number 1 of this August. This is a post again by Charles Farina, who spotted a very interesting thing. Everyone is saying, okay, use Google signals within GA4 to have a much powerful representation of users, of what users are doing in your site. But this also is some cons, because if your site is large enough, has traffic enough to apply signals, but not large enough to get agglomerates of contents, for instance. So a minimal threshold of traffic on each page. Those pages are not being shown by, for instance, in the top visited pages, top visited contents of your site. So the cons of activating signals within GA4, which is irreversible. So when you first activate it for the first time, then it's not possible to come back. So the thresholds are set and are not being lifted if you remove this preference. So this is something little and middle traffic sites should look at very carefully, because it could mean loss of data, very interesting data on the contents. For instance, contents more used from people coming from PPC. So that's the number 1 for me in this edition, and that's all for the edition. See you next time, and may the ROI be with you. Ciao.